Welcome back. Sorry that it didn't work out so much at Sam's. I tried to get it to work out. Casey's home for lunch. Say hi. Only a couple people in here right now. Hi. He said he's fasting today, so I don't think we'll have to worry about cooking. That's awesome.
I'm going to go shake my shaker. I'll be right back.
Okay, I think I didn't get any further than the jewelry counter at Sam's before it completely stopped streaming. And I was like, well, I had to get everything. I had to get my cheese and my bacon and all that crap. So here's what I got. I'm going to pull up my receipt from Sam's so I can tell you how much stuff cost. Okay. So my favorite cheese, this is show and tell cheese hour. I don't think this light's doing me any good. You know what? Welcome to the dungeon. Welcome to my, can you turn that light on in there for me? Oh my gosh. So these are my favorite cheeses. Thank you. That helped a lot, actually. These are the Kerrygold Dubliner cheese that you hear us going on about all the time.
Tell them how many of those we eat a week.
2.
Tell them how many we really eat a week.
This is how many.
That's 3.
And they were $12.84 a piece. So they're not cheap, but they are delicious. It's a very sharp, very dry cheddar. This is the stuff I was telling you about on my last live, that it's probably like 35% of my diet, if not more. So that's the cheese. And then I got, this is like late in the afternoon for me to be going live. Organic ground beef. And this is 3 pounds, and it was $16.48 for some organic ground beef. That will make us burgers, which is pretty much the only thing we eat with it. We don't really do taco meat anymore. And I have some taco meat that's already made in the freezer, so hopefully this will get us by. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we'll probably need to get more beef before the week is out. Then I got some green grapes. This is pretty heavy. I was looking for, last time they had organic cherries, and they were so good. And they didn't have them this time, so this one's not, these aren't really for me. These are more like for the boys, and these were $5.87. So just so you know, I got 8 items total. I'll give you the very end total too. It hurts. I also got a 2-pack of allergy relief because we have really bad allergies, everybody in the whole house. That was, I think that was $14.97 for the 2-pack. Are you okay?
Yeah, I forgot my shaker.
Okay. Then we got, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. This for the kiddos, about hit myself in the face. The 5-pound box of chicken breast tenders. These are really good. They're like comparable to the Tyson chicken tenders, but it's a much better deal. And it was $14.98 for 5 pounds. The kids love that. They get really burnt out on burgers and steaks and bacon and eggs. So they know that they have some chicken strips. One more item. Let me stick this in my freezer.
Y'all know what happens when you leave a 12-pack of cans in a hot vehicle for like multiple days? That.
And they explode.
It bulges.
But we're not going to talk about that. Last item is the 10-pound deal of restaurant-style bacon. And I've told you guys before that we eat about one of those a week. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more.
Yeah, when we're on plan, we'll eat one a week.
The 10-pound deal of bacon is $36.98. And that was 8 items for a grand total of $132 after tax.
What?
And 81 cents, yeah. So 8 items, 100 and some odd dollars, but like I said, the cheese is like kind of expensive, so. Any hoozles, I'm probably gonna eat something, but I still have like probably a pound, I would say, of bacon left over. And I thought about like if we did a cooking stream or something. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Lily? I thought if we did a cooking stream, I'd show you guys how I like batch cook my bacon. It's groundbreaking stuff.
It is
really
groundbreaking,
It's
truly.
groundbreaking stuff. Oh, I gotta put this stuff in the fridge too. Don't judge me if my fridge is dirty, but this is like the first time you guys.
I'll block it. I'll block it. Nothing to see here.
Thank you, dear. What's up, Marnie? What's up, Kristen? Hey, I don't know if we're cooking, or we might. If Casey's leaving at some
leaving.
point. Sorry, I'm not trying to run you
No,
off.
it's almost 1 o'clock. I got a lot to do this afternoon. I'm running tight on time.
Did you know that? Well,
Huh?
never mind.
Did I know what?
Nothing.
Am I drinking something tainted here?
No. I'll talk to you about it later. No big deal. It's nothing. It's really nothing. No big deal.
Well, now I've got to know.
No.
I know, that's why it does not work. That's why it's here. Okay.
Yeah, dude, that bacon's a pretty good deal. We're just gonna be hanging out, but my phone's like over here. If you
Y'all
need
be
messages.
y'all be good to her.
Yeah, you be good.
Don't be misgenerating, no.
What?
I whispered it. You know what I said.
I really don't, but okay.
You want me to say it out loud?
No. Whatever it is, stop talking. No, thank you. No thanks, we're all good here. Thanks. Thank you.
This is nervous Rachel, worried about what I'm going to say.
I can't get any worse than anything.
I ain't going to say nothing worse than
Hey,
you said.
sweetie, come here.
Have they seen Sweetie?
Ooh, yeah, they've seen her. They haven't seen her haircut, though.
Oh. Her all splotchy.
Come here, baby. I don't know what I did with my stuff. I've already lost all my stuff. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Nicole?
Oh, you good girl.
I gave her a hack job haircut. So, you know what I'm saying? What's up, guys? What's up?
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, baby.
I'll have fun.
I love you.
Love you too.
Be good.
I'll see you at work.
All right, babe. Love you. Bye. That is my newest addition, Sweetie. And I think when I was in the prop room, like, you know, my little plant area or whatever the other day, I picked her up and showed her, but she was like a mop top. So you probably don't even recognize her. Hey, Parker, what's up? Oh, man. So that was it, like, the major thing that I went out and did. I was planning on taking you guys into Hobby Lobby, but then, since it went so poorly inside the Sam's Club, I was like, girl, I know we're not going to be able to get any kind of service inside of Hobby Lobby. You want to know how I know that? Because I've had to transfer some money over there in Hobby Lobby before, and I had to take my phone and like go all the way out like this just to get service like over by the window. So, and I had cheese in the car. So, it wasn't a good thing. Oh my gosh, she is adorable, and I didn't realize that her spots were so prominent. It's a hack job hairdo. Everybody else in the house does not mind getting their haircut. Lilu, matter of fact, loves to be groomed. Like, not just with a brush. Like, this girl, if I'm grooming Louie, Lilu will want to get up on the grooming table to like have her time. She loves to be pampered. She's really into it. This baby down here, Sweetie, no, she about lost her ever-loving mind. I had to have Kane come help me with her because she was just not okay with any of the hair cutting. Which, you know, puppies don't like to have the clippers near their face or whatever, but she had developed like a little mat underneath both of her ears, so it had to go. Can I show you one more time, pretty girl? I know you're trying to rest. Can I show you one more time so they can see my hack job? Oh my goodness. She has little bitty dark eyes, and whenever I pick her up, she gets a little nervous. Oh my goodness, her very tweet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't even cleaned up from it. I did it yesterday, and there's still hair over there because it's in a yet to be unlocked room. We haven't live streamed from that room yet. Okay, it's all right. Put you down easy. I know. I love her. She's super adorable. She actually has become my eldest son's dog because when she was a little bitty puppy and we brought her home, he took care of all of her little walkies and changed out her little piddle pad before, you know, she got all her shots, and she sleeps with him, so it's like his little soulmate dog. So it's very sweet. They're very sweet. She's fully grown, Parker, and she's only 6 pounds. So it's pretty awesome. I love it. The best part about like the little bitty dogs is the little bitty poops. You don't ever have to worry about giant piles. You know what I'm saying? Like having Winston is bad enough, and he's only 35 pounds. I really feel for the dog moms out there who have dogs who are like 60 pounds or 100 pounds or 130 pounds. Like, I couldn't do it. No way. I am kind of hungry though. I took one of those chomps. I don't know what I want to. I think I might, I don't know. Part of me, it's because I had coffee. I was telling myself that I was going to get on here, show you guys what I got from Sam's, say hi to Casey, and then potentially like cook a little bit of lunch. But now I've had this coffee and now I don't feel like eating 100%. My dog makes it look like grown men are using. Yeah, man. Like, oh my God, that's intense. Because if you guys ever see, like, I'm sure you'll see it at some point when we are going to play pool on live. We just haven't. We get really tired at night, okay? We are gonna play pool eventually, but when we go out in the garage, you guys are gonna notice that. So I have like the amount of dogs that I have, right? The undisclosed amount of dogs that I have. And we used to do individual kennels. So everybody had their own kennel. The girls had pink kennels, the boys had little black kennels, and everybody would kennel up at night. All crate trained, very like, they loved their kennels. They would sleep in their kennel. Everything was good. Until the first time that I tried to transition all the dogs over to a meat-based diet. Oh my gosh, this was such an idiot move. Ooh, pasta with tomatoes sounds so good. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. Does that make sense? Like I'm starting my PFDD countdown from like day 10. Like we're on day 1 now. And I feel a lot of hunger, but I feel like really jazzed right now from the coffee. So it's killing it. Anyways, so I fixed up all this beef. And it was just the chub roll beef. Like one of them big rolls, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to cook up this meat for the dogs. I'm going to put it in a container, put it in the fridge, good to go. So when I'm cooking up the meat, there's a ton of fat, right? It's just kind of like swimming in fat. And I'm thinking, that's so good for the dogs. Like, it will be so good for their skin and coat. Awesome. That stupid, oh, I'm sorry, honey. That stupid koi tank back there came back on. Driving me nuts. Go away with the running water, driving me crazy. Anyway, so I made up all that beef and there's like all this fat in it and I'm thinking it's awesome. Well, the first day I go to feed all the dogs, I didn't drain the fat out because, like I said, I thought it'd be awesome for them or whatever. So everybody got a big meal of like some scrambled eggs and some beef, and a good portion of the meal was fat, like grease, like straight grease. Like looking back, this was so obviously going to happen, but in the moment, it didn't like occur to me that that's what was going to happen. So all the dogs got a nice big bowl of beef grease and beef and eggs, right? And everything's fine, everything's fine. Well, I go to kennel all the dogs up, right, that night. You know, we go out, we do our potty thing, we come back in. I don't notice anything wrong. Took everybody for a walk, nothing was wrong. Kenneled them all up and then went back in there the next morning, and it was like from a horror movie. They had like projectile diarrhea all over the walls, like, because I had the kennels like all in a row up against the wall in the garage, and they had it all over them. Like, I felt so bad for them because they actually had to have it on them, like horrified. But it was like the smell hit me before I even got all the way into the garage. Like, the smell hit me and I was like, oh my God, like something terrible has happened. And every once in a while, one of the dogs will get sick, and it happens, but not all the dogs at the same time. Okay, that was horrific. Yeah, oh my God. So but it just wasn't just one day that happened. Like, they had diarrhea from that one meal of like bacon grease. They had diarrhea like continuing for like 2 or 3 days. It tore them up, okay? So I'm like constantly going around like, you know, out here like hosing off. Like, it was terrible. It was like the best intentions I've ever had. I was like, I am gonna put my dogs on this awesome diet, and then like the worst results you could ever imagine from that. And since then, long story to get to here, since then I've made like they have their own like room in the garage where they are not pinned, where if they need to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, they have like a piddle area where they can actually go use the bathroom, and they all sleep together like in one big dog pile. You know, they love it. They love their little apartment is what I call it. I call it the doggy apartment. But if we're in the garage and you see like a big like black fenced in little area in there, that's the doggy apartment. And that's why they all stay in an apartment and not in separate kennels, because scarred for life over the diarrhea incident. And you never know when that's going to happen again, because we get a lot of places out in my yard where water will settle, and I don't know why, and I can't get rid of these spots in my yard. But we have a problem like every once in a while, like once every season, the dogs will get like giardia from going out there and drinking out of disgusting puddles or eating crap, because you know my dogs love to eat crap. I can't even say that there's some of them that don't. I'm pretty sure all of them do it. They love cat crap. So I'm telling you, they get it something like a stomach bug once a year, and I just can't take the kennel clean out. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they love it. You know that I actually saw people that will muzzle their dogs when they go on walks because they eat, like, because they'll eat rocks or eat like poop and stuff like that, you know, poop. And I've actually thought about doing something like that to keep when we go out, to keep them from eating, like, I don't know, raccoon poop, possum poo, cat poo, like God knows. And then some of them like to go roll in stuff that's disgusting. So it's just like having a lot of kids. It sounds like a good idea until you're in the middle of it, and then you're like, this was a horrible idea. Sorry if you have a lot of kids. It's you know, it's a lot. These dogs are a lot. What's a rain garden? What's that? Yeah. Oh my gosh, chicken bones? Oh, I worry about chicken bones, and my dogs don't get anywhere near them, and I'm still worried about them. Yeah, Marnie, it was a poo explosion. It wasn't very nice. It was scarring. So much so that I made them their own luxury apartment. And they have bunk beds. Like, I used an old plant shelf, and I put comforters, like, It's got the low level, and then it's got like a mid-level that's easier for them to jump on. And then I have a comforter laid out and like a dog bed, and the bottom has little dog beds. It's like a 5-star hotel. They love it. Our whippets have muzzles on for walks. They eat so much grass. This was a completely foreign concept to me before I saw it on like Instagram Reels. I started to keep doing this. This is like a onesie that snaps in the crotch, and it's like, there's not enough room in it for me. Like it keeps like going down and down and down. It's not enough room for me in the onesie. Not to mention it's not super comfortable with the snaps. I haven't worn a bodysuit, I don't think, since they came out. This is probably my first bodysuit I've ever worn. A rain garden is a sunken area that catches water and uses native plants to soak up. Oh, but that's the thing though. The water puddles, somehow, I think the cats are pooping in them. And that's what's causing the giardia, because they're drinking something. They say it's from tainted water. They're going out there and they're drinking something, and it's really gross. Like, we have a very forested yard. It's not like, if you've been following me forever, you've seen pictures and stuff like that. Oh, that's sad, Emily. That's terrible. But we got like a bad slope. It's like this. So there's, you know, no pool ever in my backyard, future, above ground or otherwise. There's tons of stuff. There's tons of poison ivy out there, and we've tried to kill it like, I don't know, 5 years in a row with like bleach and salt water and boiling water and stuff. It's just kind of a mess out there. So even when it comes to like, I thought about one year, I had literally I took a bag of rocks around the backyard and was like trying to fill in any weird swampy puddles that I found out there, but it didn't work for very long, you know? It didn't work for very long. No real solutions for it. Casey's wanted to do a mini pond just on a completely other like side of the deal, because he's thinking about eventually taking these koi and putting them, he thinks he can put it on the back porch. Like, you know, one of those plastic black mini pond deals or whatever. But I'm deathly afraid of him putting something like that on the back porch, because what if the back porch falls in? This is not a brand new house, and it's wooden, and water weighs a ton. Like, I don't know. It just seems really, really scary to put like 100 pounds of water like out there all the time. Do you guys see those videos where people's like balconies fall off, or like the sides of their house? And like I said, we're on a thingy out here. It's an incline. It's a good thing there's no mudsliding or anything like that in our area, because damn. I'm so sorry about that, Emily. That's sad. Was he like a Frenchie or something like that? I lied. I'm gonna have to have a little bit of something. A little juice. A little juice. Who could say no to a little cheese? Yeah, really. Cheese. I have a specific KitchenAid knife, and man, does it cut cheese absolutely perfectly. And I wanted to eat my little chomp thing when I was at Sam's, but I got all distracted when the live ended so suddenly. So for the trade, rooted plants only, I'm gonna let y'all kind of decide that amongst yourselves, because there's gonna be, I think it would be best, but there might be some side trades going on, you know, on the side in the chat. So I'll let that be up to y'all or whatever amongst yourselves. Oh no, I've never tried a ceramic knife, but I've got a bomb cheese knife. I think it's dirty. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah, also, I have started my spreadsheet, and Andrew put together a Discord, and I don't know, like, I haven't put any rules on it yet or anything like that, but he did like a little AI illustration and everything. What was it called? Hang on. Hang on. Just hang on. No, I don't want to be there. The Madam's Lounge is what he named it. And it's really cute. And he made it, I think he made it to where it automatically uploads my videos and stuff like that. But he's awesome. He put that together for me. Soon we're going to be launching that. And there's going to be like a discussion. And I am a Discord newbie. I barely know how to operate it. I have a ridiculous name inside of Discord. It's Hotcakes92. Is it Hotcakes? I don't know. Look, Discord told me when I was making my username to be anonymous with it. So I don't know. And I really wanted pancakes, I think, that day. So I was like hotcakes because my avatar is a picture of a short stack. This isn't going to be enough food. I can already tell right now. And I want some of those grapes. And I want some bacon. So like I told you, remember how I told you guys that it ends up always just being like a sort of a snacking type situation? It's never a full-on... Well, I lie. It's not that it's never. It's like when Casey's coming home and he's really hungry. This is my pre-made bacon. I need to step back or lower the camera. Hang on, sorry. Putting my hand in your face. Pre-made bacon. Delicious. And it's so easy because I just pop it right on a plate. Oh, also, I haven't talked about it a whole lot, but I told you guys that I used to be a calorie counter, right? I don't count my calories anymore. I quit doing that when I started eating like whole foods and stuff like that. I don't even attempt to not eat a lot. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I told you guys that my psoriasis has been doing so much better. I'll show you. I have no shame. I swear to God. I need to get some probably. Do you guys remember what this used to look like? So you can see a lack of coloration. It kind of looks like vitiligo. Right here. And right here. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. If you remember, or if you've been following me for a really long time, anybody who's ever seen my elbows, because I never tried to hide them, they would be like hot pink, like, and they would look like, I don't know what, like road rash, or like I had been in a motorcycle accident or something and landed on my elbows. It looked pretty intense. Yeah, dude, it's looking so much better. I actually want to do a dedicated video because it took me a decade to figure out how to get my skin to calm down. And if maybe like I can help a couple of people out, like who have just been recently diagnosed with psoriasis, or know somebody who has been diagnosed with psoriasis, like, you want a piece of bacon? Because it's, when I first was like considering eating like this and not eating like a ton, not eating a ton. That's not what I meant to say. Not eating a lot of carbs, it made me really, really, really depressed. Because sorry, I'm looking for my stuff. Hang on a minute. know where it went. You can see my sink full of dishes over here. I haven't washed dishes yet today. Yeah, man. Anyways, if I could help like a person or whatever out with it and let you know that not eating bread is not the end of the world. It really is not the end of the world. It sucks. I'm not gonna say it doesn't suck. And eating healthy sometimes is like straight up pisses me off. And that's just real. Like you see all these health influencers talking about like, oh my God, like I just totally eat healthy all the time and I love it and I feel amazing, which that may be true, but I kind of hate it sometimes because people go out to eat and people socialize at restaurants. And I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, my taste buds are different, but it doesn't mean I don't remember what a cheese stick tastes like. You know what I mean? Or that I don't love an apple, or not apple blossom, an onion blossom. Or that I don't want to freaking roll with butter. Because I do, I'm a human being. I'm a human being. You know what I mean? And I want all that stuff. And it's just a shame. It's a damn dirty shame. But life doesn't have to suck. And the upside is to being able to eat like this is that I don't count my calories. So I went from like eating processed food and having to count, like I would weigh food out on the food scale over here. Every gram of food I ate, I would weigh it out. And I wasn't eating a lot either. I wasn't getting like a full-on meal. I wasn't getting full. I was hungry. And now that I'm eating like this, my skin's clear, my inflammation's down, my back pain is gone, and I eat however much I want. So, right? There's sucky things, like you don't get to have your bread roll when you go out with family members, but there's a ton of good things too, right? So it's just, and what, 2 days ago, I went out and had Mexican food with Casey, and my stomach hurt so bad that I basically was writhing around in bed all night because my stomach just, I guess I just had like gastric distress from my stomach just not liking it. I had chips and stuff like that. I told you guys, here for the past couple weeks, I've been eating off plan more often than I would like to, but I've got new resolve, fresh resolve to eat well and to stay on plan because I genuinely feel terrible when I eat poorly. I'm gonna put this in the microwave real quick. You better watch out, sweetie. You're going to get squashed. Real quick, heat that up. Yummy. I am a human being, okay? I love bread. You use Baby Johnson, the yellow one, for your eczema. Yeah, girl, like, I have a whole medicine cabinet full of stuff I used to use on myself. And I'm like the person that Marnie was talking about, like, y'all know, like back in the day, because people have sent me long socks. Like I used to wear long socks that come up to my shin. I would always wear hoodies because I didn't want my elbow psoriasis hanging out and all that stuff. I would cover up a lot because of that. When I do a video, I'm gonna be really transparent and I'm gonna show what my legs look like. And you guys are probably gonna be a little shook by that. But let me just tell you that the look of my legs now, even how they look now, because that's probably the most affected part of my body still, even how my legs look now is so much better than what they looked like. And just like how there's like a white patch or whatever where it used to be, that's done the same thing on my legs. So like a removal of melanin completely in the spots where it was really bad, which I don't understand. I think it might have been the steroid creams that I used for so long, like forever. How old is Owen? For 15 years I used steroid creams, so maybe it like, I don't know. Maybe it bleached the skin out, or maybe it was just the psoriasis itself, like scarred like scarred my skin like an actual scar. Bacon. It turned into a mukbang. Oh my goodness. You still can't see it. I put my little tripod thing up on top of my counter, so that's why I don't have very good neck abilities. But I'm starving. I just thought that coffee was gonna chill me out, but the coffee did not chill me out. That is so sad that you say that, Cammie. Because that's why I would always cover up. Because people would really look at me like I had something that was contagious. I can tell by the way people look at me. Because I used to go in nail salons once, long time ago. And, you know, the girls would see it here. I would occasionally have it like here, across my knuckles and things, you know, and people, rightfully so, do not want to catch something that's contagious. I don't want to catch something that's contagious either. It's natural, and I'm not mad at anybody about it. But yes, people will look at you like you have some sort of contagious disease, for sure. And that's a great way to deal with it, by wearing a shirt that says something like that, because, you know, people are weird about that stuff, and I totally understand. Now, you guys, my legs will have like hot pink spots on them. The spots that are still affected, and I don't give a shit. Not one single shit. And I wear those dresses, and I wear those, you know what I mean? My legs out. Let people look at it. Oh, well, what do you like what you see, sailor? You know what I mean? Yeah, it does. Makes you feel insecure. It is rough. Yeah, but there is a lot of confidence to be found when you have psoriasis, because I think I started dressing and exposing my psoriasis before my psoriasis started going away. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of just put it on a shelf. I was like, I'm not going to worry about this anymore. I'm going to stop worrying about it. I'm so sick of freaking thinking about it. I'm just going to live my life, you know? People look at me be damned. You know what I mean? So I think I started kind of dressing different before my psoriasis started clearing up. And it helped a lot. I'm just getting so old too, you guys. It's like, it's so hot. It's like 100 degrees outside. And I'm wearing a hoodie. You know how many years I did that? Y'all, years. You know how many hoodies I have? A lot. A lot. Someone just got kicked off an airplane for a medical skin issue. What? What? God. That sounds like something that would happen to me. What's up, Nutto Squishy? You know what I think about when I see your name? I think of that little tiny fish on Nemo. A little squishy fish. Yeah, Marnie. I've got a much better attitude about it now than what I used to. It took a long time. And I mean a long time. Are y'all kids back in school already? Are all y'all's kids back in school already? Today was the first day back for my boys. I took pictures, but I don't share my kids online a lot. I told the boys once they turn fully 18, if they want to be on the camera, they can be on the camera. I've never exposed my kids. They've had like maybe a 3-second portion of my vid or something like that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do something like that. Put your kids on. I don't give a shit. I just don't. I'm paranoid. We've talked about this many, many times. Unnaturally paranoid. Mentally ill. We've talked about this. So today they went back. I took some pictures of them outside or whatever. And my youngest like refused to smile. It was so sad. And you know how I'm nervous all the time or whatever? So we pulled up and they had the whole marching band out there, which is super cool for everybody. But it was so loud, it sounded like Jumanji. It sounded like I was dropping my boys off to like play Jumanji or something like that. And I was already had a nervous belly. And they had that music going so loud. I was like, oh my God. Give me a freaking heart attack before 8 a.m. Childless, but yesterday was the first day back. I'm childless too. Until, until 3 o'clock. It's only 1:30. Yours graduated in June, Nicole? Good for you. Tiffany, Washington State School starts the 28th. Well, good for you. You get to sleep in. Your boy goes back the day after Labor Day. Oregon is like the 8th. School starts back. Oh my gosh. So y'all still either A, are already in, or have a little bit more time. I spread out, thank the Lord, I spread out my freaking school shopping. Normally I don't do that. Like I save, you know what I mean? Like, and then go all at once. But this time I like had to break it up. Like every week we would go get like a shirt or like some pants or like whatever. And it worked out so much better. It was like the first year I'd ever quote unquote had my shit together when it comes to like that. But yesterday when I was supposed to go live, I didn't have the folders or the paper, and I needed to go get, we were looking for lunch boxes and everything was like really, really kidified and they were just not having it. And I was like, okay, we'll just take a brown bag on the first day and then we have to go shopping together. I was taking pictures, shopping and sending it to him. Wasn't working. Do you like that, Marnie? Do you like that school system like that? I don't think I would like it. I like having the full summer to do whatever I want to do. We didn't go anywhere this summer though. Last summer we rented a cabin and had Casey's brother and their kids, the boys' cousins and stuff like that, came, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I do get homesick, I'm not gonna lie. Like after 24 hours, I'm pretty much ready to go home, but it's not because of anybody. It's just because, it's just because I'm a homebody and I like to be home. So I wouldn't go for as long as I went last time. You think it's better? Yeah, I think it would be better too. But the kids probably don't lose as much info in their heads for you. Duluth. I always think of underwear. I know it's not just underwear though. Blaine, huh? You girls live in the same state? Putting up my giant block of Dubliner that I already put a pretty big curtain on. Just standing here talking to you guys. And that's my lunch. So if you're curious to a typical lunch of mine, when I'm not in the mood to cook, that would be bacon, Dubliner, cheese, maybe scrambled eggs if I was absolutely starving to death, but not today because I don't feel like cooking them, and like grapes or blackberries. They didn't have anything good at Sam's today that was like quote unquote organic. It is so exhausting trying to get stuff that's like not gonna kill your body, guys. This is the most random question, but I wanted to get a new tattoo and would love any ideas from you and everyone. I would love to get a butterfly and something that also symbolizes patience. Ooh. Tattoo ideas. Oh my word. I don't do tattoos anymore. Right now, I don't do tattoos anymore. Let me tell you why. Also, my idea is some sort of vining plant. I saw a couple of those on Pinterest where someone had gotten like a cute little, like a pothos or something. Just something so simple, but it looked really elegant. I don't know what your vibe is. Like, do you have tattoos already? Anyways, so I like to work out. If you guys didn't know and I hadn't told you that like 100 times. So you see how when I'm standing here, how you see how when I'm standing here, you can see this definition in my delt right here? Looks pretty good, huh? I'm just kidding, okay? It does look, you can see it though, kind of. Well, guess what you can't see over here? A damn thing. Not a damn thing. Can't see shit. And every time I'm in the gym and I'm going like this, and it could be that I've got more gains on the right side than I do on the left. But when I'm doing this in the mirror, I can't see nothing over here or where this tattoo is. So I'm done with tattoos as long as they're in the places of my body that show definition and muscularity. I'll probably put one on my calf because I'm not worried about getting too muscular back there. But yeah, what a bummer. Also, I want to like see my forearm muscles and stuff like that. You know, when I'm flexing and I get a nice pump in the gym. Not to say I don't love my tattoos. I'm just saying they obscure the pump. Okay? Priorities are in different places now than they were a couple years ago. What's up, Michelle? What are they like, Nutto Squishy? I'm just going to call you Squishy. You have a few, but it's been 20 years. Your daughter's going to be a tattoo artist? That's really cool. Have you seen Link's tattoos of plant leaves? No, I haven't. I know who you're talking about, but I haven't seen his tattoos. No. Squishy, what do you keep it in the same color family, or do you have the same style or anything on your tattoos? Mine are all like, I don't think you can call them American, what's it called? It's not, what's it called? Traditional American is the style most of mine is in. And I got this one right here that's got a C on it and these little feathers. I got that on my honeymoon when I married Casey. And he's got a matching one. We have matching tattoos. Is it not trashy? He's got one that's got an R on it and the same little feathers. His looks way better than mine because he's got naturally oily skin. It just looks better. Your adult niece just had lung surgery and she's already talking. Oh yeah. People cover scars like crazy. I've thought about doing that, but y'all, my stomach is so tore up with like stretch marks and stuff from having kids. I'd have to do my whole stomach. I'd look like what's his name from the UFC if I did my tattoos to cover up my scars. You have a sparrow wrapped in a filigree. Oh, that's so pretty. And a fairy color and black. Okay, cool. Well, then you're just like, you can do whatever you want. Oh, he has a begonia maculata leaf? Is he like a plant collector? Is he like a secret dirty plant hoe and I don't know about it? That's crazy. I've thought bunches of times about getting plant-related tattoos. Was really committed to like a varicosum leaf for a long time. Squishy's wanting to get tats. She's looking for some ideas. Not me. I explained that tattoos obscure. I'm looking big, guys. Is the lighting good? The most ripped plant mom in the whole damn community. Hello Kitty on your leg. Oh my god, I'm so in love with Hello Kitty lately. I haven't heard. Oh, that reminds me. I want to show you something really quick. I got 2 shirts. I couldn't resist, okay? When we went to JCPenney's and we were getting the last of the stuff. Don't you ride my ass either. It's a sickness. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. I have a dog fence I'm crawling over. She likes line art, no color. I bet it'll look good. I've seen some people who have some pretty dramatic scars. I saw some chick that had an open heart surgery and she got a tattoo. What are you doing to cover hers up? And you couldn't even tell she had it there. I think it's wild that they can go straight over the scar like that with it being like a weird texture. It's pretty cool. Plant leaves. Oh, thank you, Squishy. I used to work out a lot more often than I do these days. These days, I probably work out like once a week. Because Casey likes to go at 5:30 in the morning. Hey, isn't that cute? This is the first part. And then it came together as a two-piece. Check it out. See, it's Hello Kitty. And the little Monstera leaves. Do you see how I was literally, like, my hands were tied? I couldn't not buy it. It is so cute. And it was like a really good deal too. I don't want to lie to you and say it was under 20, but I have, like, my intuition is saying it was like $15.99. And this is for both pieces. Obviously, the junior section at JCPenney's, I'm not trying to shop in any other section. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, so this is the little sweater and it goes over it. And then this is the little shirt for underneath. So cute. They did see me coming with that one, dude. And my boys were like, oh, well, yeah, you're going to get that when they saw it. And then, you're going to love this one too. This one says $24, but it wasn't $24. It was in the graphic tees section. Oh my God! My Little Pony. My Little Pony. And I got the XXL because you know they do not pre-wash their cotton. So if you buy something, you have to buy it 2 sizes up. So freaking cute. I know you guys would love it. I knew you would love it. Those are definitely up next on the roster. Thank you, Marnie. What's up, Miss Liz? Welcome. Oh my gosh. Hello Kitty and I are the same age. Oh my gosh. See my thing, it just keeps getting like pulled down and pulled down. Scars are beautiful, but whatever makes you feel confident, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Hey. I want to try something. And remember how I told you that I was afraid to have music playing and stuff because I'm afraid that they're gonna tag my shit? I think it's time to find out. The other day, when I was in Seeking Tropicals, nothing happened.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA.
So maybe there's different rules with live streams. Did you guys like the Plankton rendition? Bring it on, I'm got the white girl special for you. Do you think it's gonna? Do you think they're gonna shut my live down? If it was the Walmart Man's new track, I wouldn't be listening to it. That piece of shit. I did not, Emily. No, it's not popular. This is like a, Plankton. Are you familiar with SpongeBob? It's not really, it's a cover. I love it better with Plankton though. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Okay, am I wrong? Have you heard Joyride from Kesha? You guys, it's so good. I don't know why this shit ain't working. Casey came in. I got one song in and this thing ain't gonna play. Well, guys, I just can't. Every time I try to get my mood up, shit stops working. Play Joyride. Do it now. You worthless. Why? He said open it in Safari. It'll work in Safari. Lies. There it goes. By the way, hadn't heard this song until like 4 days ago. I didn't even know Kesha had a new album. My orchid. All the top blooms on it went ahead and opened. But I took it in there. I was trying to make a pretty backdrop for the last time we were live in there. Alright, now I want something sweet. And I don't have anything sweet. I was going to buy the keto popsicles that were at Sam's Club, but I knew it was hotter than crap outside, and I was like telling myself that I was going to go to Hobby Lobby, and I didn't need to have anything frozen. And I only have a tiny little thingy of creamy left, which sucks, because I'm trying to be good and eat good. Yes. I'm leaving it for the dogs to lick later. Oh, man. Houseplant presentation for work. I am highly confused. Obviously, Kesh is not much of a banger, you guys. The other one was way better. I'm trying to hype myself up. I've got like 9 days left of premenstrual disorder to get through. We got to do it together. I told you guys it's going to get really weird around here. It's going to be some manic episodes. I'm going to probably cry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, really? That's nice. That is nice. Small time boy. Now it's working. I take all the rage back and I'll put it in my pocket. We can bring it out later. Emily. Me neither. Me neither. My coworkers would be my kids. They don't really care. Have you heard Christina P's The Mom Song? No. You know what? I haven't listened to a Your Mom's House podcast in probably 2 years. And I don't really know why. I think I just, you know, like when you listen to podcasters over like a series of years, I think I just get tired of like the same stories and I just kind of tap out. You know what I mean? Well, when do we get the slideshow, Andrew? I was telling them earlier about how you made the Discord thing and we haven't launched it yet, and that you did some cool AI stuff for the deal, and it's called the Madam's Lounge and it's cool and stuff. We're gonna open it soon. He did all the work. He's amazing. Yeah, I will go look it up though. I know she did like a podcast on her own. I listened to probably like the first 5 episodes or something like that of hers. I don't know. I was always a bigger fan of Tom's than I was Christina's anyway. Yeah, he made it good. He made it real good. I could never. He made it nice. I got my creamy sitting out. This has got to sit out. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever tried a creamy. This is an old creamy. I ate half of it yesterday. I got to let it sit out for like 10 minutes. And then I can have something sweet. Oh, shit. And I forgot. These are the cookies I put in it. These high-key sandwich cookies that have 0 grams of sugar. And I crushed these up in a Ziploc thing and I put them into it just like a McFlurry. And it's the bomb. It's really, really good. Yeah, Tom is really funny. And when he broke both of his arm and his leg at the same time. Wow, if you guys have never seen that or heard of that, you can look up, what is it? Tom Segura basketball accident. It's pretty devastating. Gotta fix the AI stuff. It didn't post the video right. But yeah, no, it kind of did work. Like, I had a live setup, and when I was away from my internet, I was trying to change the thumbnail, and I think either it deleted it or I deleted it, one of the two. But for the cookies, I'm just telling you because I want you to know. 3 cookies, 70 calories, which I don't count my calories, but I'm just saying if you was to be the type. And the total carbs, which is kind of freaking high, is 22 grams, but no sugar. So it's awesome. I already have a whole bag opened over there, and I just crushed those up and put them in my little chocolate ice cream. It's delicious. Were there any requests for channels or anything that in the Discord? I thought the ones that you did were really good, so I don't know. I can't read and hear the music at the same time. Okay, so the Walmart section, not the Walmart section, so the Walmart, but in the cookie section. So you know where they put all the older folks' cookies? All the sugar-free stuff? Very top of the shelf in my Walmart. Like, if it was a snake, it'd bite you. So good. It's got a little bit of a wang to it. Like, if you're accustomed to eating sugar, you have to kind of walk yourself off of sugar a little bit and kind of sort of get used to the artificial stuff slowly but surely. It can be done. I used to drink coffee with 2 giant spoonfuls of sugar and a whole ass ton of vegetable oil creamer and everything else. And now y'all see how I drink it with Splenda and all that. Did I drop it? I don't think dogs can eat grapes. I'm not 100% sure. But once you walk yourself kind of down, what's up, Working Blue? Once you walk yourself down off the sugar and start integrating a little bit of sugar substitute into your life, the wang on 0 sugar stuff is not as intense. But you can't be like slamming Great American Cookie Company and then go try a sugar-free cookie, because it's not going to taste good. If you're wanting to try to transition, at least eat clean with no sweets at all for like 3 days, and then if you try something like that, it'll probably taste good. Because I don't want y'all to go out and like eat it and be like, oh, this tastes like garbage. Well, you know, Walmart special. Have been off sugar 4 months now. Oh man, if you can get off of it, more power to you, dude. I basically had to be like, I had to learn so much stuff when Casey got diagnosed with diabetes. I listened to a ton of podcasts and like things on metabolic health and insulin resistance and how all that stuff works inside your body. And you know, I had to basically like get a degree in diabetes when he first, because I cooked like Paula Deen, okay? When he first got diagnosed, I was not a friend in the kitchen of someone who had diabetes. And so I had to relearn like how to live my entire life around like his diagnosis. But it's been so much better now. And learning what I've learned about all the metabolic health that I know now, oh my God, y'all, the inside of my body is probably pickled from not even, like, I don't even have to drink out, like, just from all the sugar I've, like, mainlined all throughout my life. Tons of sugar. Straight Cokes, fountain sodas, ices, sugar in everything I ate. Yeah, I was just, like, mainlining sugar all day, every day. So, the turnaround and the knowledge base that I have now, it's completely different. It's not even comparable. Yes, Emily, you're not alone. The carbs, even, they're just like, they're killing me. And I'm pretty good at like trying to avoid them, and they're killing me right now. I think it was the stress of the kids going back to school. It really is stressful. Like, it always sounds like an excuse, but I swear, it really is stressful. And they know they're growing up and stuff, and I've just been a weak-ass bitch here lately when it comes to the food. I have been a weak-ass bitch. I told you I had chips and salsa the other day and then paid for it. My stomach was freaking killing me all night long. No grapes for the dog. Yeah, I thought I dropped one, but I didn't drop one. That's why I was saying I didn't think they could have them. That's why I had to stop to find out I'm diabetic. You are diabetic or no? I've been a vegetarian for like 15 years though. I know I'm probably the outcast here. No, you're not. Like, everybody has a different way of eating, like completely. I was a vegan for 2 full years. I was a vegan, and I was such an extreme vegan that I did the raw till 4. I don't even know if you guys are familiar with that concept, but I was deep into that. And when I first met Casey, I had like a little cafe that I was running outside of it was like a health food store, and I paid rent. And I was like in the corner of the little health food store. You know how they have like a smoothie bar or whatever? And I did my own little version of it, and I called it Ding Ding's Tasty Things. And that's where I met Casey at. So I was vegan. I've gone through so many diet phases that I have no judgment for anybody else or what they eat. Like, I've done it all. Like, I've done it all. Like, the full processed food, the veganism, the vegetarianism. I mean, you name it, I've done it. The low carb, the ketovore. I made a stab at carnivore, like plant-based, completely raw. I've done it all. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Stepped on her. Oh, you found out you're diabetic. Yeah, man. So I know I was insulin resistant before I started eating like this, because we started taking my blood sugar and it was like consistently above 100, like 105 or something like that. So I think that was a pretty good indication that my sugar levels were kind of just like a little bit above where they were supposed to be, and kind of a reflection of resistance. So you're not alone. Everybody, like, if you are one of my viewers, because all of my viewers are like 30 to 55. If you guys haven't gotten a insulin resistance, a fasted insulin, I'm saying all the wrong words. Let me try again. A fasted insulin test at your doctor's office. And you have to ask for it because what they'll want to give you is just a fasted blood sugar, is what they'll want to give you. And your fasted blood sugar is not a good good reflection of what's going on beyond your blood sugar. So you could take a fasted blood sugar test, blood glucose test, and it come back normal, but behind the scenes, your insulin can be working overtime in order to keep your sugars at a regular level. So if you test your fasted insulin, you'll get a real idea of whether or not you're becoming insulin resistant. And this is like the beginning. Once you become insulin resistant, it's over. Like not over, but like it's like a cascade. So it's like a domino effect. So if you're insulin resistant, then it starts to affect your metabolic health. Once your metabolic health is affected, then everything else downstream becomes affected, because we all know that in the cell, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? And when we're insulin resistant and we have tons of insulin in our system, it affects our mitochondria and we can't have good energy. So we're tired all. It's a whole thing, you guys, I'm telling you. I've been to college and back over this stuff. And it is just wise to get tested for your fasted insulin, and then to really truly attempt to eat better stuff, because otherwise it's from here, the age I am till the age I want to be, I can't afford to mess around anymore. Does that make sense? Like, I want to be old lady. I want to be I've talked to God about this many times. I would like to be a very old frail lady with a huge family and just pass away in my sleep very gently next to my husband as an old lady. But if I don't do my part and like eat good and exercise and lift weights and stuff like that, it's never gonna happen. And plus I'm doing this, like I'm gonna need a lung transplant in 10 years. For sure. You know, I would like to quit the vaping also. I was telling myself 6 months ago that I was going to try to do it, stop it on my birthday, but now that it's getting closer, like, I don't think I can do it. Like, I don't think I can do it, guys. It's too much. I used to do the raw vegan thing. So much work. Oh my gosh, I know. It was really hot on the internet there for a minute, the veganism and the raw veganism and stuff like that. With the way American food is, diabetes is going to be almost inevitable for most. Right. So they used to call it adult onset diabetes because it wasn't type 1. So they wanted a name for it. So they called it adult onset because it was happening to people later on in their adulthood. But then so many young people started being diagnosed with diabetes, like teenagers and 20-something-year-olds, that they had to change the name to type 2 diabetes instead of adult onset. And that's because it's no longer adult onset. Like there are literally 10-year-olds who can get diabetes. They're more metabolically susceptible to that sort of thing. So they would love to tell you, and here's me being on my like conspiracy shit, but it's not really a conspiracy. They would love to tell you that you're genetically inclined to be diabetic, but you're not. It's all about diet. It's all about diet. If you're genetically inclined to be diabetic, you're gonna have type 1 diabetes. End of story. End of story. And I have a ton of people in my family with diabetes. My Nana has diabetes. My Papa has diabetes. Casey has diabetes. I have insulin resistance. So I'm coming at it from a very kind place saying those things, but it's just terrible. Like if you're eating a regular diet and you're going out and you're eating whatever, and like Taco Bell on a Tuesday and like Five Guys on a Thursday or whatever, you are really doing yourself a disservice. Like bad, like a real bad disservice. No one wants to hear that though. You know what I mean? It is not a tobacco vape. It's just flavored. But I feel like I've quit like everything else. Like it's hard for me to let go of the last thing. You know what I mean? It's hard. I feel self-destructive at my core. You know, I kind of almost want to do things that damage me. Like, it was so hard to quit smoking, even like cigarettes, quit smoking real cigarettes, even though I knew how awful it was, how disgusting it was, how stinky it was. Like, I just couldn't quit. Like, I don't know how many times I tried to quit smoking and I just couldn't do it. It's because I have this, like, if you were raised in like a emotionally complicated environment when you were younger, you have a strong drive to hurt yourself for whatever reason. Like the self-care thing is just not natural for people who grew up, I think, in an emotionally turbulent environment. You have a tendency towards self-harm. And I don't know why that is, but it just is. And I have a huge tendency towards self-harm. So it was extremely difficult for me to stop smoking cigarettes, and it's going to be really hard to let this go. Really, really, really hard. Yeah, for real, Emily. Like, I am not straight edge enough for all this. You know, I'm trying my best, but I'm really, truly deep down inside, I belong at a dive bar playing pool in a smoke-filled room. Like, like that's where I feel like my genetics belong. But here I am, just trying to make it work in a health-filled environment, you know? No, Squishy, I don't think, now I'm not a doctor, obviously, okay, but I don't, in my firm opinion, no, it's not genetic. It's just because your body's tired from the spiking blood sugar. Like, it's been pumping insulin for a long time and it's getting tired. That's what that means. I've been fixing more meals at home, but it is hard. Grabbing something from town already made it so much easier. I'm trying to be better. Yeah, Tiffany, and it took me a long time. So I'm saying this stuff about eating at home or whatever and like how good it is for you. It took me over a year to transition into a lifestyle like this. I found a meal that I liked that fit into this like healthy lifestyle. And then I found another meal. And then I would eat those 2 meals, you know, and then I would throw in another one. And it is hard. Like, I would say the hardest part of eating healthy or attempting to eat healthy is being around other people who don't eat healthy or don't attempt to eat healthy. And this is not coming from a place of judgment. Like, eat whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, genuinely don't care. Like, you do you, a boo-boo, okay? I'm not concerned. But it's hard when I'm at a table and there's like 7 or 8 people at the same table. And let's say I brought something. Let's say I brought like a beef stick, or if I brought like a couple of boiled eggs or whatever. It's like I am on trial. From there on out at the dinner table, I'm on trial. Everybody's going to be asking me questions. Everybody wants to know what's going on. You know, and it's almost like that's the hardest part. It's just participating in society as someone who's not eating the same food. You know what I mean? Because people get kind of bent when you're not eating the same way as they are. They want you to eat the way that they're eating. Like, come on, Andrea. Everybody wants this. Don't lie to yourself. You know, that's the vibe that they're giving off. But it takes courage to eat well in front of people that don't like it. Because they'll just straight up tell you they don't like it, that you're eating like that. That makes I've actually had people, family members, tell me that it makes them feel uncomfortable for me to eat like that. So it's a whole thing. It just takes a level of bravery and determination, and no one can do it unless you want to do it. It's just like anything else. You have to want to do it. If you don't want to, you're not going to. The end. Know thyself. You're not going to do it if you don't want to do it. Mine is food, self-harm. Yeah, a ton of weight to lose. I've lost 40 pounds so far, and it's a good start. Girl, that is a great start. Absolutely. Yeah, diabetes can be genetic, but type 1. Absolutely. Yep. Weight related, that has to do with food. Hell yeah, that's a great start, man. And self-harm does come in the form of food. So whenever I'm having a rough day or I'm feeling emotionally overwhelmed, like today, I feel emotionally overwhelmed because the boys are going back to school. Today is day 10 out of 10 days of PMDD that I'm looking forward to. till I, you know, get some relief for my hormones or whatever. But the first thing that my brain goes to, and will almost always be the first thing that my brain goes to, is donuts, ice cream, cookies, cake. Like, and it's the worst thing about it is that, like, so I get emotionally distraught and then I'll want to self-harm with food, but I'll hide it. So instead of telling Casey, like, oh, I'm really struggling today, I really want some sugar, but I'm not going to, you know, or instead of telling somebody, like, I'll hide. Like, I'll go pull through donut shop or whatever and get a maple bar and go park somewhere and eat it. Like, weird shit. Like, why am I doing that? Like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't have to hide a donut from anybody. But it's like it's a weird thing with food. You know what I mean? It's because it's so toxic, because it's filled with so much chemicals, because it tastes so damn good. Like, it's engineered to taste that good. Because it's like that, it's super addictive. And whenever, like, I want to feel good, that's what my brain goes to. And I'm sure if I had, like, an alcohol problem, or if I had a cocaine problem or something like that, I'm sure that's exactly where my brain would go to first. Because I'm it's not self-harm in a way, like, that would be, like, terrible, like, the worst form of that word. Like, I don't think I should be saying that, because that's not really it. But, like, hurting yourself, you know, with food. I probably shouldn't say that other thing. That's probably, like, sounds way more intense than what I'm trying to sound. I'm not trying to sound that intense. If I'm not deep throating a hot dog, then get out of my face with what I eat makes you uncomfortable. Yeah. It's like, people are just rude with food, you know? People can be really rude. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm taking Trulicity helped me so much, but it's still hard. But like everyone says, it stops the fucking food noise. Is that one of those semaglutide things? The Trulicity? Gosh. If I wasn't so scared of that stuff, like, and I'm only scared of it because it's just a drug, and you guys know I have health anxiety. But man, everybody, like all the movie stars and stuff getting super little does make me feel some kind of way. I'm not gonna lie. I have felt some type of way seeing everybody taking it and, like, having a lot of success with it and stuff. It gives me feelings. I'm, like, super happy for people who have a severe food addiction and they take that stuff, because I think it actually turns off the food addiction voice in their head. I think it's actually a miracle for some people. But I do wish that I could use it and all that, but, you know. That's just female jealousy. What can I say? I want to be super skinty too. You know, I want to be super skinty. Self-sabotage. Hell yeah, self-sabotage. Yeah, you're hurting yourself with food. You know you shouldn't, but it's an addiction. The shot, that's the less of all the shots. Well, good for you, girl, dude. Like, I'm excited for you. Good for you. You are the only person that's going to take care of you. Nobody else. So, not to sound weird or morbid or anything, but yeah, for real. Like, and you can fix. Casey has completely reversed his type 2 diabetes. So that's another, like, myth, I think. Also, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to say this every time. I'm not a doctor. Casey has completely reversed his type 2 diabetes. So he's no longer a diabetic. He went and got his fasting insulin blood test done, and his insulin levels are completely normal. His sugar levels are completely normal. He monitors himself with one of those continuous glucose monitors to just make sure that the stuff he's eating isn't, like, inadvertently spiking his sugar or whatever. So just because you get diagnosed with diabetes doesn't mean you have to stay having diabetes. So, like, that they make you feel that way, like, okay, this is just the end of it. You're a diabetic now. Here's your brochure. Here's all your stuff that you need to do. Here's your metformin or whatever. But that's not the case. Like, you can say, okay, I've been diagnosed, and within like a year, 100% within a year, you can reverse it. I know I'm saying crazy shit right now, but you can. You can bring your blood sugar levels down. You can make your insulin levels go down, and it's within your power. I know it's the government wants you to think you can't, but you can. You can be a healthy individual. Yes, Squishy. Yes. And it's hard, dude. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not hard. I struggle too. You guys know. I tell you all the time. I think that one cut video I made like a year or 2 years ago. Shit, I don't even know how long ago it was. Where I was like still playing the calorie counting game. And I made a video and it had like a picture of a McFlurry on it because I was like, y'all, I can't. Yeah, it's hard. I tempted all the time. Like I said, the Ninja Creamies, it's a big investment. It's not a small price tag. But if you can afford it or save up for one, this is all I put into it. And this is our ice cream that we have almost every night. So I don't know if you guys know about that. The chocolate, reduced fat, and it's got reduced lactose sugar and stuff in it. So it's got reduced carbs. It still has carbs in it though. I mean, it's not carb free, but it's got 13 carbs in it. We usually do like half this and like half of the white milk, and it reduces the amount of carbs. Where are you crying? Where are you stuck? What's going on? Is your ball stuck? Hang on just a second. She's just gonna keep crying. Where you go? Where you get stuck? Come here. Come here, baby. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll carry you all the way back over. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. That's all I got. Oh man. Don't worry. I think, I like panicked. Like, did you see me panic just now? Because I was thinking, oh my God, what time is it? I am going to get off here though, because like here in a minute, I'm going to have to leave and go get in the freaking line to go pick the boys up, because everybody and their freaking dog is going to be going to pick their kids up personally today. So that's all I got today. Thank you guys so much for coming with me to Sam's. I'm so sorry the freaking live cut out while we were in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to go shopping until my stupid ass service is better, until I switch away from T-Mobile. And thank you for watching my Sam's haul and stuff like that. If you didn't see it, go back and watch my first live today, because I showed you guys my before pictures from my Botox, because I went and got my Botox yesterday. And I finally found those old ass pictures that shows how wrinkled my forehead was. So if you're thinking about investing in such a thing, go check out my earlier live. So, la 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 la. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't make shorts out of me dancing like a white girl in here in the kitchen, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me. Peace out. Later, Taters. Bye, guys. I love you so much. Peace.